Hi, my name is Charlene Krellers, and I am on here tonight because I actually want to bring awareness to something that's probably not been discussed as much recently, and I feel like with everything going on that it actually needs to be talked about more. So, I wanted to give you 8 facts about childhood sexual abuse. Some of these you may not know, and during this time, it is something that really we need to be watching and wary of because, as kids are staying home more and more, and one of the facts is that a lot of kids actually know who their perpetrator are. So just want to make sure that we're not having them stay home with their perpetrator. So, 8 facts about childhood sexual abuse that you may or may not have known. 30% of all sexual abuse perpetrators are family. And that's, not surprising to me because I've read a lot about facts, but it is alarming that 30% of all sexual abuse perpetrators are someone that's in your family that you already know. 1 in 5 children are sexually abused before they hit the age of 18. In girls, it's 1 in 4, and in boys, it's 1 in 6. I have a grandson, and it's very concerning to me because I don't want him to be that one. Just like, I have a daughter and a son, and I never wanted them to be one of them. I actually was 1 in 4, and haven't talked much about it until the last couple of years. So it is really hard. It's really not easy to talk about. And I just want to bring more out there because it's happening more often than what people know. All right. So number 3, and this is extremely concerning. And I can say in my case, I knew all 3. But 90% of sexual abuse cases know the perpetrator. So 9 out of 10 people, children when they're abused, they'll know 9 out of 10. So it's 90%. It's a very staggering amount. Sexual abuse in childhood is not happening from strangers, which is what everyone thinks. It's happening in our own homes. It's happening in our own families. It's happening with people we know, people that we think we can trust. So while our kids are at home, while our kids are, trying to do their schoolwork and trying to be protected, they're the ones. And I would venture to say that after all of this, there's going to be a huge spike, but we're not going to know that spike because, and like myself, most children don't talk about it until they're adults. And that's actually number 7 fact is survivors don't talk about it until adulthood. I'm going to go back to where I was at though. Number 4, children who have a disability are 3 times more likely to be victims. So again, very alarming, very concerning. Number 5, sexual abuse can lead to increased risk of substance abuse and unhealthy relationships. And I've worked in patient chemical dependency and can attest, especially I worked with adolescents, and a lot of them have been sexually abused. It was not surprising. Actually, it was more surprising when they were not. Number 6, age-appropriate conversations do reduce the risk. So have those conversations, regardless of what age they are. Have those conversations. And there's a website, it's defendinnocence.org, where I've gotten all this information from, and they have cited their references. And they do talk about the different age groups and what kind of conversations to have with each age group. So have those hard conversations. We're all sitting at home. We're all around the dinner table having meals again. So have those dinner conversations. Have those table talk. Because we need to defend our innocent most vulnerable population, which is our children. And then number 8, 34% of youth internet users are exposed to unwanted sexual material. So 34% of all youth that are online are receiving some type of unwanted sexual material while they're on the internet. So these are 8 facts about childhood sexual abuse. And if you want more information, please feel free to reach out to me. You can go to defendinnocence.org, or you can go to the Unique Foundation. And both have a lot of really good information and a lot of good facts. And they also have all their sources cited, so that you can read up on these facts. What fact was surprising to you? Like, what did you not know? Or, what is your experience? Or what do you know? Or what do you have questions about? I am certainly here to help you, and certainly here to point you to the right direction. So thank you for joining me tonight. I hope you have an amazing evening. I just wanted to bring out this message because during these times when we are at home, our children are at a huge risk. And I had heard actually about the amount of suicide rates and domestic abuse. All of those rates are going up. And I'm going to venture to say that childhood sexual abuse, that rate is probably going to climb as well. So if I was a child, I'd be more scared of that than anything. So definitely talk to your children, educate your children. If you ever have any questions about anything, then definitely report it, because someone has to advocate for our youngest population. So thank you, and hope you have an amazing evening. Bye.